COVID-19 all the way live because we got to stay inside. Today's edition of An Artifactual Journey takes you from Old West Baltimore to France, a global journey. Let's start off by reading a letter that was penned April the 19th, 1919, 101 years ago this week. H. Jerome Briscoe, a World War I soldier in France, is penning this letter to Miss Murphy. My dear Miss Murphy, I am delighted to hear all the boys are home and hope to be with them soon. I suppose they're being feted galore. When these feats, etc., shall come off, although I'm not there in body, my spirit and thoughts will be no place else. Give all the boys my best wishes. I thank you very much for the clippings, and any little pieces of interest will be appreciated. All the Baltimore boys read them and look forward to the Afro with the greatest interest. An Afro is the most treasured thing in camp. It goes from hand to hand, and the boys are not happy until they get it, and sorry, sad, and homesick after they read it. But nevertheless, they fight for it. We've moved from Nantes and left a very good city behind. It's real camp life now. The post school was getting on fairly well when we left, and I only hope that the work will go on. Has Webb come back yet? That's Walter Webb, also a colored high school graduate and a member of World War I. I'm looking to go to Chambéry on or about May the 5th for about 14 days and will write you of my trip. Hoping to hear from you soon again, and with best wishes, au revoir, H. Jerome Briscoe. Now, backstory. Who knew that during World War I, yes, the Baltimore Afro published letters from the soldiers overseas so the rest of the population could learn and share and be connected. So that was an original letter penned by H. Jerome Briscoe from the class of 1915 at the Colored High School that was located at the time at Pennsylvania and Dolphin Street in historic Old West Baltimore, and none other than the Honorable Robert H. Terrell from the District of Columbia was the commencement speaker. If that name Terrell rings a bell, it should. Ding, 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 because he was the husband of the iconic Mary Church Terrell. Judge Terrell spoke at the Lyric Theater at the 1915 graduation of the Colored High School. Pretty neat stuff. Now, a couple other quick things. It's fascinating to learn a little bit about the 811th Pioneer Infantry that H. Jerome Briscoe was a member of. It was organized in August 1918 at Camp Dix, New Jersey, with black enlisted personnel as Corps Troops Unit. And they moved overseas in October of 1918, and they returned to the U.S. in July 1919 and demobilized at Camp Dix. And what is also fascinating, from research we discovered that over a third, yes, over a third of the 811th, which served at docks and depots at various French ports, were Marylanders. Unbelievable. Who knew? So at the end of the day, it's a good rule of thumb to read the Afro, to dig in the Afro archives, and learn about the significant history of people of color. And I might add that this ruler from their previous site located at 628 North Utah Street in historic Seton Hill states the South's largest and best Negro weekly. No doubt about that. And on the back, featuring church, society, theatricals, sports, classified advertisement, and news of general interest. So if you want the World War I story, dig deep, go to the Afro, and go on an artifactual journey like we did and represent your people.